It was the first movie to make $500 billion in the box office with a $4 budget.
Dude, these idiots online who this is the first movie they've ever seen in their life are like, I have this theory that this Nikki was possessed by the cat, and that's why she walks funny. And do you subscribe to that theory?
So is she like sentient when she goes home with him? I think no. I think that the demon or possession or whatever is being smartass. Corey taking Melanie on a date, that was the first cute thing that we've ever seen this season. And there was a bunch of that last season.
I know.
Ace was running that shit, bro.
Welcome to Retconnd. We're back.
Welcome back to Retconnd Podcast.
Woo! I'm dying. I was just watching Numbers' little dance over there. Dude, this is like an elite camera angle for Numbers. I was saying earlier, he looks like when you're on the news and there's someone who wants to remain anonymous but like be a whistleblower.
Yeah, let me take a quick little video just so everyone at our viewers at home can just
He has
see.
a camera.
Well, I know, but like our point of view of
Yeah.
Isaac of Numbers. I'm sorry.
Right. Sorry, audio only listeners, but this is really funny. It's been a while, huh?
It's been a while, dude.
It's been quite some time.
Our last episode was released on May the 6th. And
That's crazy.
As of recording, it is June 27th.
7th. Yeah. How'd you guys like that little opener, that little trailer thing we did? We just shot it. We don't know if it's gonna look good or not, but how'd you leave?
How'd you drop a comment down below if you liked it?
And then like and subscribe. I forgot that we do that. Yeah, welcome to Retconnd. We are the only podcast in the world, and we're gonna talk about movies. Specifically today, we're talking about Obsession. This one, right? Not the other one. Yeah. But before we get into that, I have notes.
We're splitting up Obsession and Backrooms into
Correct.
separate?
We're not back sessioning it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's talk about A24.
Okay. Let's get into it. Speak your truth.
Look, I know it's so easy to say AI bad. AI bad.
I knew Forrest was going to have this stance.
But A24 is being so dumb. What did you think I was going to say?
Oh, I thought you were going to start defending them.
No, not at all. I do think it's annoying because like you can just get clout on the internet from saying like AI bad, and I just think that's lazy and you're just downloading your opinion from somebody. But when you have built your brand off of being authentic and supporting creators and like letting people be weird, and then you're like, also we're going to sell our whole workflow to Google Gemini and they can just use it however they want. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So I feel like Tucker Carlson, whatever his name is.
What are we doing?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Anyone got a Zen?
No, he doesn't do that, remember?
Oh, he doesn't Zen anymore?
Well, no, because he has his own brand.
Oh, zones.
No. He was on Theo Von. I love Theo Von. Shout out Theo Von. He was on Theo Von, and he said that all of the Zens and the ons and zones, whatever, they're all for rectal use only, and he made the first oral only nicotine pouch.
That's funny.
And yeah. Anyway, so what did you think about A24? Or have you even looked into it at all?
No, I was going to say I haven't really looked into it. I mean,
I've just say AI bad if you want.
Yeah, I just said AI bad. I think that it does suck. I think people need to remember that like A24 is just like a distribution company.
Yeah.
So it does suck. And like we have seen A24 like getting like just growing bigger and bigger every year. Like them and Neon have like they've just been I don't want to say like dominating the Oscars recently, but each year it feels like they have more and more movies that are Oscar contenders. So they're getting big. Like A24, is it really like I don't know. You could probably break it down to brass taxes, as they say, but are they really like an indie company anymore? It's like.
Did you say brass taxes?
What is it? Brass tacks?
I think it's like plural of tack. Brass
tacks.
Tax.
My brass taxes.
Can we get a numbers check on that?
Brass tacks? Can you check that idiom? Can we get an idiom check?
It's an idiom, idiot. Muppet
Can we get an idiom check numbers on brass tacks?
Well, while he looks that up. So what you were saying about the brass taxes?
The brass tacks.
It is get down to brass tacks. Tacks. It's an idiomatic phrase.
Idiomatic.
Focusing on the most essential, fundamental facts or practical details of a situation.
Right.
Related synonyms, cut to the chase, nuts and bolts, the nitty gritty.
Yeah. I don't.
Numbers.
It's like, I don't know. I mean, A24 is just like, I mean, they're getting movies that they're spending like millions and millions and millions of dollars on now. So it's like, they're getting bigger, and I feel like they've been pumping out more slop in the past like 3 or so years. I think they're still like bangers. Like they're still putting out like consistently really great and unique movies. But I mean, there's some Death of a Unicorns in there.
But this isn't new though. They've always pumped out slop. It's just now that more eyes are on them, people see it. Like
quick little numbers check.
Yes,
you guys were talking about A24 being an independent movie studio. According to the internet and Reddit, Reddit/TrueFilm, operational independence from the Big Five is defining an indie film studio. The Big Five they mentioned: Disney, Universal, Warner Brothers, Paramount, and Sony. And A24, for example, has a valuation of about $3.5 billion, and Sony, which I'd imagine is probably the smallest movie studio of the Big Five, is valuation at about $115 billion. So I would say A24 is technically still, but I understand what you guys are trying to say. I just figured I'd Google that because it sounded like an interesting thing.
I appreciate that, and I never said that they were an indie studio, even though by that definition
but we're saying like they definitely were at one point. They were like, oh, the hip new A24 is coming out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I just think that like I probably could have seen this heading this direction. And I don't know. Yeah, I just think that like people do need to just remember that it's a distribution company, and like A24 is not making the movies. They're just picking up movies that they want to have their name on and put out and distribute. So it's not like this whole deal with Google Gemini. It sucks, but it's not. I don't think it's really doing anything for the movies that they're putting out.
They're not saying we're going to now have AI slop in our movies. They're not saying, but I do still think that it goes against everything that they've kind of built. Like their whole brand has been like protect the creator and respect the creator and let the creator do their own thing. And this deal seems to be saying we're going to sell the creative process to Gemini, so now Gemini can have A24's like process their whole entire.
And didn't this have to do with Luca Guadagnino's Artificial movie where it's Andrew Garfield is playing Sam Altman?
I didn't know about this at all.
And I think Amazon had it at first because I think Luca and Amazon have like a working relationship, but then they dropped it, obviously probably because Luca making a movie about the guy that made ChatGPT.
Right. And
then I don't think A24 is bidding on it anymore either, and people are like probably thinking like
that's accurate. It says that Amazon MGM was making it and it's ultimately dropped, and it is still up for sale for other distributors.
Let's hope
it is called Artificial.
No one's picking that up.
Dude, it's Luca.
Dude, let's do it.
Yeah, but people, let's fund it.
Have y'all seen the trailer that we just did before? That's some real filmmaking.
That is, that one was directed by me. Next week, you're going to have a Backrooms one directed by Liam.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a Disclosure Day one too, probably.
Yeah.
Should we get into the brass taxes here, or do we have anything else?
Well, I also wanted to bring up it made me think of the Martin Scorsese making that deal with what deal did Scorsese do with his storyboards AI shit? There's like some startup AI company, and Scorsese signed on as like as ambassador for it or something, and he was in a commercial talking about. It looked like he was doing the storyboards for I forget what the movie is called, but it's the upcoming movie with Leo and Jennifer Lawrence.
It says Martin Scorsese backs AI company and says he's using it to storyboard movies with the quote, "We have to be open to how cinema can evolve," as of June 2nd.
Yeah. I don't know. That was another one that a lot of people got all pissed about.
Like, yeah, at first I didn't really get the outrage, because I was like, yeah, I get what he's saying. Like, if you have a thought and you're struggling to get it on paper. But what actually changed my mind about that was I read this, I don't want to call it a poem, but it's but it's not like a story either. It's not a narrative. I don't know, maybe poem. But it doesn't rhyme. It doesn't really have any rhythm. It's called "Please Use AI." I reposted it on my Instagram. You might have seen it. And like the very end it was talking about the creative process and everything. It was like, yeah, AI will do it perfectly and it will get rid of all of the imperfections. But like, aren't those imperfections what makes the creative process so exciting and what makes it so human?
Yeah.
And that changed my mind about it.
At the end of the interview with Variety, it says, for his part, Scorsese said in his statement that he tested out Black Forest Labs tools to help storyboard a scene on an upcoming film and claimed the AI tools helped him better express the image he had in his head. And then a direct quote, "During the pre-production process, time costs money, and this allowed us to move faster without sacrificing quality or craft." So basically, he's saying he's being cheap.
Yeah, he's being cheap, and he's absolutely sacrificing craft.
Yeah, he's
also.
absolutely, like you said, absolutely sacrificing.
Yeah, he said something about like he has storyboarded all of his movies himself.
Yeah. He's also 136 years old.
Yeah, he is.
Let him get
He'll be 137.
that
this year.
brain needs to chill.
But yeah, I thought that just made me think of that.
Did you say Black Forest Labs?
Yes.
Don't they make gummy bears?
Yeah. Brown Forest Labs is what we call this church where we record right now.
We also make gummy bears.
Before we talk about taxes of the brass variety, I also want to clarify. Eric, our friend Eric,
Friend of the show.
Enemy of the show, left a mean comment
Really?
about me, but it's only because they know I can take it. It was when I was talking about my morality of day drinking, and they said, morality, this is why I hate Protestants, or something like that. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. And let me clarify my point. When I say morality, look, you can get drunk. I'm not going to judge you for getting drunk, at all. What my point is, if you're ashamed of day drinking, if you're ashamed of that, that tells me that something in your mind or your heart or whatever feels that it's immoral. So if you're trying to find a loophole to do something that you feel is immoral, that feels weird. Anyway, watch the last episode if you want to hear more.
That actually just reminded me. I have something for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Gift? Oh my gosh, guys, this is so exciting. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. It better not be good. I'll be upset.
Is it a card? What is this? Should I open it right now?
Yeah.
It's a Hallmark card?
For reference, Forrest's birthday is in like 2 months. Christmas was in December.
Christmas.
This is just a kindness of his heart, Liam gift.
We should do it says we should do a podcast of us drinking and laughing. Oh, that's so cute. Is there anything?
The return of.
It says I love you. Oh, I didn't get you anything.
Oh, it's okay, dude.
Dang
it's okay,
it.
You don't need to.
I love you too. Thank you.
I really wish there was one where 3 people were drinking.
Or there was one guy in the corner.
The way that the card is framed, it's like Liam's the black woman. That's Noelle and Maria. Shout out to Maria.
Oh, I miss them. Let's talk about Noelle.
Noelle?
Oh,
yeah. Guys, I'm now famous. If I'm sure a lot of you were all on the Letterboxd and you're probably watching some Retconnd right now, but friend of the show, Noelle, went to Primavera Sound with some of our other friends, and she ran into Letterboxd and did her whole 4 faves and whatnot. And when she was walking up, she was like, "My friend is gonna freak out." And she was like, "He's the biggest Letterboxd patron of all time." And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And then she did her 4 favorites. She had "Call Me by Your Name,"
Twilight was on there.
Twilight, Breaking Dawn, Part 1, Part 2.
I think it was Part 2.
Some other ones. She had Eternal Sunshine on there.
Shout out numbers.
Shout out numbers.
But yeah, then she was like, "Liam is gonna freak out," and there were like a bunch of people in the comments like they were like, "How's Liam doing?" Not a bunch. It was like 2 people. But I commented something like, "Hi Noel, hi Letterboxd, I love you guys," and I got like 400 likes on the comment. But it was a lot of fun. I got a handful of Letterboxd followers from that. There were also some people that were talking about Noel being insufferable.
People just hate whimsy, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what
People also just hate
people
women.
hate women.
Yeah. Well, people hate women.
Especially if women are just like being
Happy.
loud and happy. I don't know. There were a bunch of people talking about her being loud. I was like, 1, she's Italian. She's gonna be loud. 2, she's fucking outside at a fucking music festival.
And excited to see
And
Letterboxd.
like, of course she's talking loudly.
Yeah.
I don't know. But there was like one dude that said she was insufferable, and I like responded. I went to his Letterboxd
saw
because it was
that,
linked in his account in his Instagram profile, and like his top 25 movies, every single one. He had like his own little list. My top 25, all white men, all old white men. 4 of them, I'm pretty sure, like 4 were Nolan movies. Which
he's one of those.
Listen, we love Nolan on the show,
Of course, but-
okay. But there's a stigma around him, you know.
I will say, I just pulled up the real. There is so much love for our friend.
No, there is. There's a ton of love.
Her
for Noel
mom
on there.
put an awesome comment.
She did.
This is my amazing daughter. She's a free soul. She's loud and she's proud, not to mention highly educated. So all you haters, you wish you were her. Liam replying, period, Steph. And
shout out
Human
Steph.
from Porlock on Instagram saying, holy W.
Yeah.
Hey, Isaac, is that a Retconnd comment on that video?
There is a Retconnd comment on that video. Shout out our 22 people that like the Retconnd comment on the video.
Lucky number.
And yeah, there's just a lot of love for our friend.
Lucky
and her
numbers.
movie takes, and a lot of likes for Liam and Noel.
Yeah, Noel
Shout
got
out
like
Letterboxd.
she got like 2,000 likes on her. Like I blanked.
She was like, guys,
blacked
I'm
out.
Noel.
Yeah. But that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
All right, let's tax it up. Let's file our taxes.
Let's file our taxes.
Let's get brass.
So,
Let's get brassy.
obsession. Should we?
I can give you guys some numbers if you would like.
Yeah. Should we do our thumbs first?
Oh, sure.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, what was the average? I forgot how the show works.
I have it pulled up.
Okay. Oh, this is why, dude. Numbers.
The
is
average
good.
is a 4.1 on.
Ooh. Wow. All right.
Dang.
Oh, what we're doing here, by the way, is we're gonna do a thumb. If we're gonna do either up or down. If we do up, we think it deserves above the average Letterboxd rating. If we do down, we believe it deserves lower than the average. And there's no middle. We don't do that. We don't do that here.
Yeah. Shout out Jacob Bruns.
Yeah, real. He would always do like up like 3/4. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, higher. Bang, bang,
You
bang.
did a little. You were like higher.
I was trying to do like the gladiator thing. Remember when
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix was like, eh? Or it was the opposite. He went up and then whatever.
Yeah.
We all said higher.
Joaquin's Phoenix.
Wa-
Well, I mean, if you're like one of the like probably 10 people in the continental United States or France that haven't seen Obsession. That one really got you. Joaquin's Phoenix. Silent H.
Silent H.
There are tears. All right, if you're one of the whatever, yeah. What were you saying?
You're one of the few people because it was the first movie to make $500 billion in the box office with a $4 budget.
It was the first movie to make $500 trillion.
They had to invent a new number for new numbers. But here's what Obsession is about. We'll keep it short and sweet. There's a guy named Bear who has a crush on one of his coworkers and childhood friends, Nikki. They have a little friend group going on. It's clear that Bear has feelings for her. It's clear that it's unclear whether or not she reciprocates those feelings.
I think she does.
Yeah, I think she does too. I think it's fun. The way that we'll get into it.
Yep.
But really, the whole movie is that Bear goes to this like crystal shop.
There will be
shop.
spoilers.
Yeah, there will be spoilers. Goes to this oddity shop, looking to buy her a new necklace because they were on the phone earlier and she like had dropped hers down the drain. While he's there, he doesn't really find one that looks like her vibe, but he does see these little boxes called One Wish Willows, and the person at the front desk just says, "Yeah, you make a wish." So he's like, "Okay, I'll buy one." They go and hang out, and at the end of the night, after he is unable to confess his feelings for Nikki, he uses a One Wish Willow to wish that she loved him more than anyone else in the world. And then all hell kind of breaks loose gradually.
I'm still thinking about Joaquin's penis.
Inde Navarrette's.
Oh, she's too pure. We can't.
I love her.
We can't do that. Yeah, I think that's a great synopsis.
Yeah.
Everything goes to bad.
Everything goes too bad.
Let me just say, to start off, I gave it the old thumbs up. I'm not a big fan of horror because, when it's good, it's really good. And I love a good horror movie. Like, Sinners and Weapons were like two of my favorite movies of last year. Mm-hmm. I hardly can call Sinners horror, really. But, it kind of is. It's horror, yeah. But it's because so many horror movies just suck. Like, I think there's a reason why all these young filmmakers with no budget want to make horror is because it's kind of easy. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say that. But it's like, it doesn't take as much care in the story as it would to write like a really compelling drama. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of them suck. But I was scared. Like, I wasn't nervous. I wasn't afraid. Like, I was afraid. I was scared. I was genuinely scared.
Yeah.
I always tell people when I try to get them to watch this movie, I say, this is the first time in over a decade that I've gotten home from watching a movie and I literally checked my closet like before bed. I'm not even kidding. I opened the door. I was like, okay, I'm good. And I went to sleep. I haven't done that since I was a child.
Yeah. I was also very scared watching this. So I saw it twice in theaters. The first time Maria and I went to Cinemark. And that was, I forget why. I think Maria really wanted to see it, and she ended up just getting tickets, and she got them for Cinemark. I think it was like more convenient or something. But honestly, I loved it because our Cinemark crowd was just like really into it, and it made it so much more fun. Packed theater, Coke Zero movie, by the way.
Agreed.
And yeah, I've talked before on the show about Skinamarink. I really love the movie Skinamarink, although I've only seen it once. I think someday I want to revisit it, but I really loved seeing it in the theaters, and that movie scared the fuck out of me. And I feel like I have a high threshold for getting scared, especially with movies, because I love horror movies and I consume a lot of them. And yeah, Skinamarink freaked me out. And Obsession was probably like up there too. There were just like a lot of scenes where the tension and the jump scares were incredibly effective. And I was like, my heart like racing, not even like on a scene where there's about to be a jump scare. Like, it's just like, there are some scenes where the suspense is a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my heart kind of hurts. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so scared right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, dude. And fans of the show, the French, will know that I really don't like jump scares. I don't like the way they make me feel. I don't understand people who do like that.
Yeah.
I wish I did.
It's kind of like roller coasters.
But but that one, I like the feeling of roller coasters. I don't know why, because I guess it's more gradual. Mm-hmm. It's like the difference between like hitting a vape pen versus taking a Zyn. You know?
But also a roller coaster is like you can see the hill coming.
But you can with most jump scares too.
Yeah, but you still get jumped.
Yeah, that's true. But but with this one, I was so afraid, and I brought my little blankie to make sure I was safe. And I told Corndwag joined us when we watched it, because you watched it before me, and then we watched it again. And I told him beforehand, I said, I'm going to make sure that I try to I'm going to tank all of these jump scares. I want to love it. And you know what? I liked it. I liked the jump scares.
Yeah.
There's one scene where there's a car and there's a window in the car, and I yelped like a puppy dog getting his tail stepped
Numbers
on.
did not like that jump scare. Numbers jumped.
Maria caught air during that scene. Legit. Like, Maria jumped from her fucking
Maria's one thing. I caught air during that scene. I literally went, yeah!
Also, Maria said that I could call her at any point. If we want to
Should we call Maria in?
We might take a call. She did send me pictures of her notebook.
Okay.
She sent me like 10 pictures.
I don't know how.
notes.
Are you able to like record a phone call? Do you think?
Would that be
We can find out. We can find out if it would sound good.
Let's see. Maria is, I guess I should say, Maria loves Obsession. She's seen it like 4 times in theaters. She really loves it. And she has a lot to say about, like, she reacts this way to some movies every now and then, but I've never seen her really feel, I don't want to say feel connected, but she like really loved Obsession. She's like, I want to make my own like video essay on this. Like, she feels very passionate about it.
By the way, I'm Forrest. That's Liam. That's Numbers.
Yes.
Numbers.
Welcome to
Maria
Retconnd.
welcome to Retconnd. Did you know if you press the like button, it turns into like a little slate? Like if you press, try it out, everybody watching at home. If you
Let
press
me do
the
a
like,
numbers check on the like button.
I'm so serious. It turns into like a little slate. Hey, I can hear that really good.
I can hear that fantastically. Are we going to become a call-in podcast?
We should. Wow, that sounds fantastic.
Maria's in Chicago right now.
Oh, it is a slate.
Did she lie?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying.
Oh my goodness.
Dang, dude.
Horrible.
She sent me pictures of her notebook and said, do with that what you will. Also, you can call me and record the call if you have any questions. That could also be a funny bit. I'll answer like, hey. Like the movie. Oh. Well, yeah, we'll chat a little bit more about it.
Yeah.
Or actually, you know what? Let me zoom in here on her notes. Let's see. She has the score written very
Gosh, you
very
just got
loudly.
so loud.
Very time. You have nothing but time. Very relatable thing to harp on for most people. We are running out of time. I'm sorry. Some of this really looks like an insane person wrote it with love, with peace and love. Like, it just like looks like you're like in jail or something.
In jail.
He is so scared of rejection and such a pussy that he can't say shit even when asked straight up.
Wow.
That plays into like thinking whether or not that Nikki does actually like him, which I like that. I think Corey Barker said that they had like filmed those scenes with like varying levels of like interest from Nikki. So I like that it's a little unclear as you're watching it. But I think both times I watched it, especially the second time, I was like, Nikki does like Bear. I think she has interest in Bear. And I think that's the whole point of like, dude, just say, like, if you had said something, she probably would have been like, I would love to go out on a date.
Yeah, just on a date. Like, there's no harm. People act like that's like the scariest thing to ask someone. And I get it. It is scary. But like, no one's going to be like, oh, you asked me on a date? I hate you forever now.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that, Numbers?
Liam wouldn't.
What? I don't know.
Why are you thumbing me? Why are you giving me my thumb? So is she like sentient when she goes home with him? I think no. I think that the demon or possession or whatever is being smartass something.
Is it the name?
He's so scared to be called a rapist when he himself is a rapist. 3 scenes later, 1 scene later. I don't know what those are referring to. I love her micro expressions. Really shows that there is somebody that's trapped in there.
Oh, yeah.
Her eyes do so many quick glances. his friend is smart but also misogynistic. We just assumes. I don't know. Yeah, Inde Navarrette's performance is outrageous.
For someone who I've never heard of before, who used to stream Call of Duty, like seriously, she's insane.
She's so like, there's just gonna be so many dudes that are like, bruh, a gamer girl, dude.
Yeah, well.
And she loves, like, she was just at like the Jackass premiere, like loving Jackass. So like, dude, she's like my girl.
So okay, so I think we're talking about Bear.
Fucking incels, dude.
Speaking of incels,
Bear.
I have a medium warm take.
Okay.
I have a warm to hot take. It's like in between.
Luke.
No, more than Luke. More like what's like the evolution of Luke? Lucas. I have a Lucas.
Lucas Warm.
I have a George Lucas take.
Luke is warm.
I got a George Warm take.
I hesitate to say that Bear is the villain. And here's why. Hear me out. I think that is he a loser? Yes. Is he a coward? Yes. I struggle to say rapist because I feel like there has to be intent there. And I think at that point in the film, he didn't really know what was going on. I'm not quite there yet. So is he a bad guy? 100%. At the beginning, though, the first act, he's an idiot. He's a loser. But he didn't know that breaking this stick was going to do anything. He thought it was a scam. And then at that point, he didn't know that it worked at first.
Yeah, I think he was like telling himself that it didn't work to maybe make him feel better. I think it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to remember when that quick little sex scene happens.
But he couldn't see her face. All he could do was hear, and she was as far as hearing goes, she was enjoying.
Yeah.
And verbally, I mean, likely she probably gave consent verbally,
Yeah.
you know, but it wasn't her.
But yeah, like the whole point is that like her autonomy, like what she is willing to do, is completely stripped. Like she essentially just becomes like yes man, like Jim Carrey, you know?
Right.
Like it does. Like she loves Bear more than anything else. Like Bear has complete control over her.
But there is a point where I will say that he became a villain, but I think it's kind of ignorant to create a dichotomy of like there's the villain and there's the good guy. I don't think that's the point. I think Curry's smarter than that. But there is a point where he does become evil, straight up evil. And I think there are two things that makes me think that. One is when he calls and dude on the phone is like, so do you want to cancel your wish? He's like, no, I just want to change it. It's like, we don't do that. If that was me, I'd be like, okay, fine, then cancel it.
Yeah.
Like, what? And which maybe they wouldn't do that either, but he didn't know that.
I think he does say like, okay, then I want to cancel it. And he's like, yeah, we can't.
Oh, did he say that?
I think he does.
Some respect there. But then, dude, when she said, when the real, I almost said the real Inde, when the real Nikki is like, please kill me. And his first response is loving me that bad? Or is being with me that bad? Come on, bro.
Dude.
But I do hesitate to say like, oh, he is the villain. Like, there's so many more circumstances.
I think he just like, I think he's the villain, but just like it's in like a, I don't want to even say like a low key way, but
he's evil.
It's not like a clear cut, like here is the bad guy of the story. Cause like we're in his shoes the entire time. So it's like, it's one of those things where like once you start, like afterwards you start thinking about it and it's just like, yeah, this was clearly just all his fault. And like he is, yeah, I don't know. I think the rapiness is just not just him having sex with her and her not really consenting because it's not really Nikki. It's like the whole thing. It's the whole thing, like we were just saying, of like stripping away like her autonomy and having complete control over every aspect of her life, really. It kind of reminds, it's like the same way that Alien is low-key about like rape and like this entity that just like forces itself on you and impregnates you and you like, I don't know. It's like in that way where you're like thinking about it more afterwards and you're yeah. There's a lot of layers to this.
Certainly.
But yeah, I think Inde Navarrette's performance like genuinely is just incredible. Like Toni Collette, Hereditary, incredible in my opinion.
She's not quite Jessie Buckley incredible yet, but
Yeah,
it was.
she could get there.
I would not be upset at all if she won an Oscar for this.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm curious if she'll get nominated because there's a lot of people like give her Oscar now, but I'm just like thinking like
We got a lot.
Obsession.
Of year left.
Yeah, there's a lot of year left, and like this didn't come out at like a bad. I mean, like Everything Everywhere All at Once dominated. That movie came out, and same with Sinners, both March movies. I don't know. We'll see, man. I just like there's just like something about it, and maybe it's just because it's like a horror movie, like it is like a horror movie. Like, is it gonna get nominated for a bunch of stuff? Is the Academy gonna recognize it in that way, or is it like, hey, this like it is? Can we get a damn numbers check on that box office?
Yes, the box office is currently up to, according to Box Office Mojo, as of Thursday, June 25th, box office is up to $224,103,085. That is day 42 of theatrical release, and it is supposed to be on digital here on the 30th.
Yeah, they're gonna make outrageous
but
digital.
Here's the thing that I thought was weird. No one has an exact budget, which I feel like is usually pretty easy to find for movies. It's anywhere from $750K to $1 million for it, which either way, it's just like, this is ridiculous how much money this movie has made.
Yeah, I've seen $750K the most.
Me too.
Floated around, and it's probably because it's like
the more like mainstream like outlets like Forbes and I mean even Wikipedia and what was that one I just saw, The Guardian, have all said that it's more upwards to $1 million.
Is that, you think that's including marketing?
Oh, that's a good point.
Because usually when you do the budget, you have the production budget, and then you assume 3 times that for everything else.
Yeah.
Not for everything else, like all inclusive, 3 times the initial. Like you need 3 times to break even, pretty much.
Can I very quickly add something budget related? Like
Say what? Sorry.
This is a numbers opinion on the budget. I've seen a lot of discourse on the internet about the amount of money that Inde Navarrete made for this movie.
Ooh, I'm excited.
It's like $20K, right? Something like that. Actually, I'm the numbers guy. How much did Inde?
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of discourse about this.
About $20K. Okay, I get it. I'm not upset about that at all. Dude, she was a nobody before this. Like, nobody watched Lois and Clark, sorry. And I'm the Superman guy. But I'm worried for her career because she did this movie and she is, and this is probably about as much as Numbers is going to talk about. It's a perfect movie and I don't really need to add much to what you guys are saying. But she is phenomenal in this. Her acting is incredible. And part of the, I would say 75% of the reason why it's so terrifying is because of how good her performance is. And everyone on Earth is like, sweet, Inde is going to be the horror girl MCU person now. And I think that this movie put her in a box, and I really hope that whatever she does next, like, she can continue to show that she's an awesome actress and not just, oh, well, we're going to cast Rogue for the MCU X-Men and I think that she's hot and she really fits the character.
Well, I don't think the movie put her in a box. I think
the people watching it are putting her, which also people are just stupid. I'm sorry. A lot of you guys are dumb. Numbers opinions are not reflective.
I love that
Numbers
is just talking and just back facing up. Just like talking in that direction.
I will say Numbers opinions are not reflective of the other 2/3 of Retconnd podcasts a lot of the time. But like you guys are dumb. I'm sorry. Like people can do more things than that. But I am worried because usually what this does do for younger actresses. Look at what's her name? Wednesday Addams. Jenna Ortega.
Oh, yeah.
Jenna Ortega was awesome in like that one thing. Or even the chick from Pearl and X.
Yeah,
and
Mia Goth.
Mia Goth. Like, they're really awesome in one thing, and it just puts them in a box forever, and now it's hard for them to get roles. Like, I hope that Inde, like, gets picked up by, like, a PTA in his next movie, or, like, the next time Nolan does something crazy. Like, I hope she's part of that ensemble cast and then continues to be an awesome actress. And it's like, oh, she's going to be getting paid $20 million.
I can agree with Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
I don't think her or Mia Goth have difficulty getting roles. I think Jenna Ortega is probably more in a box. I think Mia Goth has a wider range of what she is capable of doing. I mean, she had the 3, Maxine movies. or I guess the 3 Pearl movies, whichever one you want to use.
I'm going to sort real quick Mia Goth by newest. She's in the Odyssey.
Mia Goth is?
Bro,
Yeah.
everyone's in the Odyssey.
She
Jenna
has
Ortega
done,
is Odysseus.
but she only did Frankenstein after the ex-Pearl Maxine movies.
Yeah.
She did like little tiny stuff here and there, and then she did Frankenstein and that's
I
kind
think
of
her performance in Frankenstein is wildly different than what we've seen from her, though.
I still haven't seen that movie at all.
Frankenstein's so
But
fucking
still, that does feel a little like, I didn't realize that Pearl and Maxine were literally in the span of like a year and a half. Mm-hmm. Okay,
X
never
and
mind.
Pearl came out in the same
Numbers is dumb. You guys are all smart.
It's okay.
And
I don't think she's in a box. I think she could have been, and I hope that like Frankenstein and Odyssey and what she's going to be doing next is like. I think Mia Goth is just an incredible actress. I think Jenna Ortega is good too, but I think there is something about her where I think she plays a lot of similar roles. So I see what you mean. I don't think Inde Navarrette is in a box yet because this is her one movie, really.
I'm not saying she is yet. I'm scared for her future being boxed.
I was thinking the same thing about just Curry Barker as a whole, really. I have faith in him because I can just like feel his sauce, you know? But I don't want him to get lost in the sauce, you know?
He might get lost.
I hope that it doesn't. I hope that he doesn't. I mean, I'm so happy that Obsession was huge. I think everybody that is into movies is probably really excited that Mandalorian and Grogu and all of these like big Supergirl are tanking, and that Obsession has been. I mean, how many weeks was it? It was like making more money every weekend for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, 5 or 6 weeks.
I can get the exact number.
Yeah, I sent that to you guys, right? It was like it was the first weekend. It wasn't increasing, but the first weekend that it made less than opening weekend was like 7 weekends in or something like that.
It's crazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks in a row. It improved over last week, including the third week, Memorial Day week. It went up plus 175.5%.
Which that makes sense for Memorial Day because they're including Monday.
But it like 59%, 92%, 175, 51, 74, 42, 34, 17. And then the week after that, it only went down 1.9% from the previous.
That's crazy.
Like, it's crazy.
And that was like probably like last week. I mean, the movie hasn't been out for that long.
No, it was a couple weeks ago. This was day 17 theatrical. So yeah, for 2 weeks it was great. But I mean, it went up again in that. And then it's just been like steadily going down up until about Thursday. But I mean, it's still made $2 million that week. Like, it's honestly like historic.
Yeah.
It is genuinely
outrageous.
Insanely awesome. And I hope that Curry Barker, like, and actually on that Inde note, you might have just said this and I was looking at numbers, so I might not pay attention. But it would be really cool if Curry Barker, like, it ventures into more stuff than just horror. I don't know what his plans are. I don't know much about him. I haven't looked anything up. But, like, think of, like, Yorgos and Emma Stone. Like, what if Inde is, like, the Curry Barker actress?
That'd be awesome.
And she just does a bunch of different stuff for Curry.
Well, Curry's also a great actor. I don't know if y'all have checked out any of his like short films on YouTube.
His short films.
I know nothing about him.
I was like, I'm pretty lukewarm on his. I'm like George Warm on his short films.
He's got Barry Keoghan face.
Yeah.
No.
It's not that bad.
He's got Matt Johnson face.
He reminds me of Elton John because he has fun glasses on.
He looks like the dude from Lemonade Mouth.
Yeah, a little bit.
How do you feel about his comedy? Oh wait, I'm sorry. You had.
I think his comedy is hilarious. Very Tim Robinson-esque,
but better, but funnier.
Forrest opinions.
It's a little more like it's a little more. He doesn't take it to the level that Tim does.
Yeah,
Tim gets a little bit more outrageous.
You want me to come?
But yeah, it's on the Tim spectrum. Curry's on that Tim.
He's on the Tim.
Also, shout out Tim Robinson that's in Obsession.
What?
It's not the same guy, but
There's a Tim Robinson.
Yeah, there is a Tim Robinson in Obsession.
That's funny. See, I could see Curry Barker making something like Friendship. You know?
Yeah, but it would be funny.
It would have probably been funnier. But
it would have been funny. Period.
I know that his next movie is called Anything But Ghosts, and that it is a comedy. But
it's
like,
also horror, isn't it?
Kind of horror, yeah. I think he said that this one, he's like, yeah, it's going to be scary, but it's leaning a little more into like the comedy aspect. Kind of like Obsession is a funny movie. Like there are a lot of really funny moments. I think his next one is him and Cooper's the name of the dude.
He's the
dude
character.
The
but
character.
not the actor, I don't think.
What's the actor's name who plays?
No, I think it is. I think it is Cooper.
Cooper Tomlinson plays Ian. Yes. Also, I'm gonna last number sing, and I swear I'll shut up. But the headline of this Yahoo Entertainment article is Tim Robinson an obsession? We asked him, and so
funny.
Supposedly, they asked him if he was an obsession. He was like, "No, I actually haven't even seen it yet." But Curry Barker reached out to Tim Robinson for reasons unknown, and they at least exchanged messages. And there's no one actually knows who this Tim Robinson in the background is, what he looks like, anything, but he is credited.
That's funny.
So it might be credited as like Tim Robinson.
It might just be as a bit.
Let me click on it on Letterboxd and see.
That's hilarious.
It brings him up as Tim Robinson.
That's hilarious.
What? That's so awesome. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera.
That's funny. I just hope he doesn't get lost in the sauce. And I don't necessarily think he will. I think he has a very individual, like original vibe to him.
Yeah.
You know, like that you can just kind of feel like his creative sauce in what he's making. And I love that we're seeing filmmakers like Spielberg and a lot of other people that are like, yeah, I've seen it and I love it. And there's like people that are posting about it. It is a good thing for movies. The only thing that like makes me cautious about it is that like obviously these big studios are going to see what's going on and they're going to try to figure out what makes Obsession work.
They're going to sell their workflow to Google Gemini.
Yeah, and they're going to try to like capitalize on some stupid aspect of Obsession, and they're going to try to like commodify. I don't even fucking know anymore.
Also, to answer the actual last thing, and I'll shut up. To answer my thing on Curry Barker's upcoming stuff, he does have 2 movies on the way, both with Blumhouse. One is a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Untitled, and then a original horror concept as well to be his 3rd film. So it seems like horror will at least be what he's riding for quite some time.
Yeah, Anything But Ghosts is the original one. I believe that's what he's doing now. I think they're filming it already.
Yeah, it's going to be his 3rd, so that will be the next. Anything That Goes, currently in post-production.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, because I saw like a picture of them on set already. I was like, damn. Yeah, so they must have. But Texas Chainsaw is. I mean, I just watched an interview with him with Josh Horowitz, I think, is a really great interviewer. And he said that he hasn't even started writing Texas Chainsaw yet. I don't know when that interview was filmed. But also, I think a studio just like, I think he said that he had mentioned something about Texas Chainsaw, that he had an idea for it. And one thing led to another, and some studio was like, yo, here is fucking millions of bucks, you can do whatever you want with it.
That's awesome.
I was just like, damn, that is pretty awesome.
Dude, this Anything But Ghost movie is slated with Cooper Tomlinson, Ian from Obsession, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul?
Aaron Paul's
Jump scare.
And
cool.
Curry Barker. He's going to be.
He's going to start it as well.
Him and Cooper are like the 2 main guys.
Fun. Okay, I have 3 things that I've been holding my tongue for too long. I'm going to say all of them now because I'm going to forget if I don't say what they all were now. Number 1, I want to talk about Curry potentially losing the sauce or getting lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Inde pigeonholing herself, and we already talked about that. I just want to respond. And then I want to talk about the how much Inde got paid, because I know that we need to discuss that. Number 1, initially when you said he might get lost in the sauce, I said, yeah, he might.
Curry
I changed my
sauce
mind.
Barker.
I changed my mind. I don't think he is, because they offered him more money to make changes in Obsession, and he said, no, I ain't doing it. He was cool with that. I don't think he's losing his sauce.
And now he's got, I think they're going to do a director's cut now, which is fun.
Oh, dude, we're going to see more head bashes.
Yeah, he said that there are like 30 more.
Yeah.
So funny.
He had to remove them I think to maintain the R rating. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's all I had to say about that. But Inde pigeonholing herself, I'll say, even if she does continue in horror and like do that for like the next like 5 years, which by the way, that's called a lustrum. half of a decade, 5 years, a lustrum.
Lustrum.
Yeah.
Lustrum.
Do you know that?
Eat some water.
I think I might have made that up. Can you numbers check?
Can you look up lustrum?
A specific unit of time equal to 5 years.
I know things sometimes.
Cool.
So, dude, I think of like other actors and directors who have pigeonholed themselves in the past. Like, we could be talking here 10 years ago about Ben Stiller and be like, yeah, that dude, he's like
Yeah, what's he directing, Forrest?
Severance.
Oh.
He created Severance.
I thought you were talking about the New York
The
Knicks
Knicks- the
championship
Knicks doc?
documentary that's coming out that he filmed on an iPhone.
Yeah, that too. You know, people like Ben Stiller's a great example. Dude, even we're talking about Eternal Sunshine, Jim Carrey. I mean, he did Truman Show as well. Before that, he's just the dude who makes funny faces.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. Even if she does pigeonhole herself, I think directors are smarter than the average consumer. Well, okay. I think that some directors and studios are smarter than the average consumer and be like, yeah, she's just a good actress. Like, we're going to have her do awesome stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm really not worried about her pigeonholing herself, unless she wants to.
Yeah. It really, I think, just comes down to like money. And if he's already like, hey, I'm denying this stuff, you know, and now he's at the point, and that's the whole thing with her making that kind of money is like, okay, she does Obsession. They don't know if Obsession is going to work. Like, that's really the whole thing. And I've seen some videos of people like behind the line, you know, they're like, oh, I was a production designer. I made like $400 a day or something at the end of the shoot. You know, I made $7,000 that month or something. And they're like, it kind of sucks. You know, I made so little money working on this thing. And now it's like, it has made back its money like dozens and dozens fold.
People need to shut the hell up.
Yeah,
That kinda-
I feel like 90% of it went to Focus Features.
But that's
Kind of
no,
the risk
but
they take. I doubt
Exactly.
Curry Barker is rolling in dough.
right.
now.
It's the risk. That's the whole. That's how it works. If you're looking for money to make like a movie with your friends, if you're not putting that money up, you're not assuming any risk.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, and the thing is, what is this going to do for their career? Yeah, complain now that you made however much money doing a project that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
You sound like the studio now. Like, when you're talking like that, you sound like the studio. Be happy that you got to work on a project that you care about, and now your career is going to be accelerated. Hey, I worked on Obsession. If you keep complaining, maybe you won't get another gig. But I don't know. That just irritates me. Like, you didn't put any of your money down. If you wouldn't be saying the same thing if it made $2 at the box office. You wouldn't be saying, "Oh, they should be taking my paycheck."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think if I made, I don't know. I mean, if I made $7,000 working for something for 20 days,
Yeah.
I'd be pretty happy with $7,000.
Right.
You know, in less than a month. I mean, it is like, yeah, it is just like outrageous when you think about like the money that the crew makes compared to, you know, it's making like 300 million worldwide.
Yeah, I get it.
But still, like, it is, yeah, it's kind of like you're working on this thing. You're probably not you're not going into it thinking like this is gonna make $300 million.
Right.
You know, and especially with like Indy's case and everyone else in the movie, it's like, yeah, you're getting this really small cut. It's like you're only getting $20,000, but dude, the next movie that Inde Navarrette does, she can probably be like $5 million or nothing.
Right. Exactly. That's my point. Exactly. And the crew could say something similar.
Yeah.
Especially the DP.
Yeah.
Is it Curry? Was Curry the DP?
Probably not. Maybe. Who is the director of photography for Obsession?
Yeah.
Numbers check.
But like, even the whole crew, just I think their career is going to be absolutely accelerated. Like, you have to. Curry made how many garbage short films before he was able to do this? Like, he assumed risk.
Yeah.
Why can't these other people in the crew say, "Yeah, let me put the time in"? I don't know.
A guy named Taylor Clemens.
Shout out. Does he have any other
I had
credits?
to search it up separate because it's not listed on Letterboxd.
That's crazy.
Or I guess
awesome.
cinematography is the same thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's Taylor Clemens. He has Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Forbidden Fruit from BET original movie.
Okay.
One More Game coming out this year. Anything But Ghosts, which is coming, and Broken Branches, which
He's forming his A team.
he's a good
that.
friend.
Yeah. That's awesome.
He killed it. I thought, dude,
Yeah, it looked great.
should we talk about like just production? Because
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Because it's great.
dude,
Yeah.
like, yeah, obviously, you know, the stars aligned and the directing and the acting was great, but like, even though I was just saying these people need to shut the hell up, the crew, man, they for that kind of budget, they absolutely killed it. I would not have guessed that had the budget that it had. If I didn't know and you showed me that movie, I'd be like, yeah, that was probably like a minimum $20 million, like absolute floor, I would have said.
Yeah. I mean, I could even, if somebody's like, this is a low budget movie, how much do you think it got? How much do you think, you know, that whoever gave them? I would think like, okay, if it's low budget, maybe they gave them anywhere between like 2 and 5 million. But the fact that it was like, I mean, even if we're rocking with 2, half of that, like that, it is crazy. Like less than $1 million for a feature length movie as good as this is like, you might as well be making a movie with a frickin' penny, dude.
Right,
like it's crazy.
right.
Like cameras alone and everything. Like this is it's awesome. So I'm glad that, you know, his next projects, they're like, hey man, here's more money. You can feel unlimited on set.
Oh yeah. Should we get into ratings here? I mean, you said like you were gonna say something.
I'm just reading some more of Maria's notes, seeing if there's any sauce.
Did she ever text you after you called?
Obsession was a good movie.
Okay, good note. Good note.
Thursday, May 28th, 12:17 a.m. I saw Obsession for a third time today. It's a good movie. I think it will be pretty important for horror. I'm thinking about a lot of things right now. Time is a theme that stood out to me in this movie. I have a lot to say, but honestly, it's so late that I'm having trouble feeling motivated to write. I have to leave for work at 7:15 tomorrow morning. Maybe I'll write tomorrow. Okay, that's great, Maria.
I felt like I wasn't supposed to hear that. That felt like a diary entry.
So funny. Stories that inspire human connection. Focus features on. She just like writing down mission. Make a long-lasting impact on. Maria, I love you so much, but these don't really help. I don't know. Maybe when we have Maria on the show at some point again in the future, maybe we can have her have like a little obsession corner because she feels passionate about this one.
Obsession.
But yeah, the production value is awesome. I like the makeup artist, like those pictures of Inde's makeup.
Dude, yeah.
When she's in the corner crying, is that scene was terrifying.
So scary.
Yeah.
Is that when you texted numbers and me, and you said this movie's horrifying the first time you saw it? Was that the scene?
Probably. Well, I probably just texted you after the movie was over.
No, it was during.
Was it?
Yeah, because like 30 minutes before that, you were like, I'm about to go see Obsession. You're like, guys, this movie is terrifying.
Oh, sweet.
You had to look
Yeah,
at your phone
it had to have been.
yourself.
It had to have been because that's the. Is that the first time she sleeps over?
No, it's just before she eats she cooks the cat.
It's when she comes back the night after and apologizes and then stays over and acts weird again. Yeah. Yeah.
Bro,
Because the first night is when they're just like kissing in bed and there's like that really quick jump scare where she realizes she like comes out of it for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those. Like you mentioned before when she's laying down and is like, just kill me. And Bear's like, is it really that bad being involved with me? I like those little glimpses where the real Nikki kind of shines through a little bit. That makes it a lot freakier.
Oh, yeah. Freaky Nikki.
Freaky Nikki.
Hey, Isaac said something that pissed me off, but it wasn't you that pissed me off at all. But you said something that pissed me off. You said something that made me think of something that pissed me off.
Right.
Now I'm thinking about Joaquin's Phoenix again. Okay, anyway.
Something pissed you off that Isaac said.
He said before she cooks the cat. Can we stop with this theory? I don't even want to call it a theory. This fan fiction that she's possessed by the cat.
What?
Are you not seeing, dude? These idiots online who this is the first movie they've ever seen in their life are like, I have this theory that this Nikki was possessed by the cat, and that's why she walks funny. And are you look? Do you subscribe to that theory, bro?
I kind of like the theory.
It doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah. I know my cats are definitely horny for me.
Bro, they're trying to say online that it's because of her cat-like movements and behaviors.
That's so dumb. dumb.
Well, there is. Well, let's break it down, because there is a huge emphasis, and I don't even know exactly how I feel about it. That's why I kind of like the cat theory, because I think there's just like a really big emphasis on the cat, and I'm like trying to think like, okay, but what about the cat? Like it's not just like a thing that Curry is throwing in, like his cat dies and it catapults this part of the story. Like it's something that like is recurring throughout the story. Like one of the very first images we see in the movie is his dead cat and him picking it up. The cat getting in and killing itself on accident. I don't know. I just think that there is something deeper and like meaningful to the cat in the story.
Yeah, there's parallels. Sure, that doesn't mean it's possessed by the cat.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, there are parallels. I think it's like, you know, she is envious that he ever loved this other animal. You know, because she's obsessed. Mm-hmm. So she's like, oh, he loved this animal. I think there are parallels, and she's trying to like be something that she knows that he loves. Mm-hmm. It feels very shallow to just be like, yeah, she must be possessed by the cat. I'm like, have you ever, I don't know. It feels dumb. Feels a little silly.
What is it that she writes on the note when he like my little food critic, and then
I hope you like cat or something like that.
It was like, any
thoughts on cat?
What's the verdict?
Oh,
cat?
what's the verdict? Cat.
Cat question mark, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it.
To my little food critic.
To my little food critic.
Yeah. I don't know. Should we?
Why did Freaky Nikki make
I think it says,
sandwich?
what's the verdict? Cat? Question mark or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, see, the first time watching that, I was confused. I was like, what's the verdict? Cat. And then obviously he realizes that she cooked the cat, but it's just like, what's the verdict? Cat? Like, why did she write that? Like, the way that she wrote it is weird to me.
Well, look, her thought process when she's in that state, they never established that she's sane in that state. They never once said that, like, yeah, she's going to write very intellectually and cohesively. Mm-hmm. Like, this is very in character to write kind of funky. Also, there is an implication that she is struggling with the real her in that moment, because she also wrote down "not me" on that picture of them together, but like in the same exact box. So it's likely that there was like a internal struggle going on at that time.
Not me. What's the verdict? Cat.
Well, it was a different note. Like in the lunchbox, there was like a picture of them together, and then it said "not me" under her.
Yes.
And then there was the other note on the sandwich that was like, "What's the verdict?" Cat. So maybe while she's writing it, she's like in between states.
Yeah. I think people were thinking there's a connection there. Like, that's not me. What's the verdict? Cat? Question mark. Like she. Oh. Bear like food. Bear like cat. Therefore, bear like cat in food. Somebody says this is on Reddit. There's definitely ways that they call her Wish Nikki behaves like an LM or like ChatGPT. This is a big one. Getting wires crossed on a prompt. She kind of talks like ChatGPT. Okay, I won't do that again. I ate a bug, or I have a stomach bug.
That scene made me giggle.
There's also like the scene, yeah, and I think it's like there's like the scene. She's like trying to mirror him in a way, you know, like she learns that his cat died, right? I think this was another connection. She learns that his cat dies. This is after he breaks the one wish willow. She comes back she comes around to the car and is acting kind of weird. And then she gets into the passenger seat and she like puts her head on the dash and she says, I can't be alone right now or something. And she says, my cat died or something.
She said her grandpa's dying.
I think she says something about cat, and then he's like, what? And then she says, my dad died.
That's right. She was like, I know how to get sympathy.
Yeah.
And she realized it was too close after she said it.
And I think people are also connecting that to like, okay, if she's possessed by the cat and Bear is her dad, she no longer has her dad. And it's like, her cat possession. It is really stupid when you start talking about it. Yeah.
I think it's dumb. It pisses me off because people think that they're geniuses.
There was one video I saw that I really liked the way that this person broke it down. See, I just want to find
dead air, boo, boo.
I don't know, friggin' say something, dude.
Leave a comment making fun of Liam's dead air. Come on, let's get down to the brass taxes, bro.
Hey, did you ever do a numbers check on the Slate like button?
Yeah, I did.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah,
you click the like button, it goes clap.
That is really cute.
It's clap. All 4 of you.
For what?
What?
Yeah. Dude, you've been on your phone too long. Let's wrap it up.
Wish Nikki is introduced to us right after Bear loses his cat, and right after the wish, she says that she lost her cat as if her and Bear are the same person. She is basically possessed by his will. Wish Nikki sees the cat as a totem of Bear's love, and she doesn't really seem to understand social convention. She just knows that Bear loved the cat, and with her skewed view of love, he should want it everywhere and all of it. Love to her is both ritualistic and consuming, hence the shrine with the dead cat and feeding it to him. Yeah.
Isaac, quit playing with your mic.
Yeah, quit playing with Mike.
Oh, I actually, something in that I really liked is that she's not like possessed by a spirit or anything. She's like, it is Bear's will that she's possessed by. I like that. I think that is the most comfortable description of what's happening. Or not comfortable. Like, that's what I like the most, what reconciles the most problems for me.
Yeah. And I think there is like this crossing of Bear's will, his personality, and what Nikki wants to be for him. And like, obviously, like, I don't think she knows what she's saying when she's like, my dad is in the hospital or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I think she is just like, yeah, there's like a crossing of wires with like how she's supposed to be acting and what she is like she is unable to control like herself. And I think in the beginning, you know, she's like trying to figure out how to speak to him. That's why she's like, I have a bug, I have blah, blah, blah. And then she's like really weird. And then he talks to Ian and he's like, it was so weird. She was in and out like this. I didn't like it. And then that night, I feel like when they're in the record store, she's like locked in, and I feel like she can hear their conversation. Like she has like sonar hearing or something.
Yeah.
Like she's in the background the entire time.
But she's smiling
while they're having like a 5-minute conversation. But when she goes back, like, yeah, she gets her freaky Nikki on at night. But when she comes back to apologize, it's almost like she internalized what she did wrong, and she's like, I know what I have to do to correct to make Bear love me more. So it is like she gets better at like being his, you know. But then obviously that goes off the rails when he starts to see the cracks. But there is that moment afterwards where there's like a little montage of them being all cute and like things are great between them.
I'm just listening to numbers type.
I wonder when the first crack was. I guess it's really when she. Well, there's many cracks, but I think after that montage sequence is when he has to go to work without her, and she stands there for like 9 hours.
Yeah, we got to wrap up because we have 2 more episodes to film.
That's true.
But
our 3rd episode. Oh, disclosure day. That's true. That is true.
But I do want to ask before we wrap up, thoughts on the phone call with the company, and then do you want to talk to her, and then the screams.
Yeah.
Was her soul just like in hell?
I thought about that. That was something the first time I was like, I thought that he was with her. Like, I thought that I did not know where the scene was headed after that, because I was like, oh my gosh, is he with Nikki? But then he gets out of the car that he's in the driveway,
and she's just
that's when he walks in. Like I just said, she was standing there all day for like 9 hours. She walks in pissed, shitted, threw up, like didn't know what to do.
Ate a bug.
Cat food on the floor in her vomit.
Maybe I'm the idiot.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see it a third time.
For sure. I actually might be watching it on Tuesday if you want to join with Jara.
What time?
Oh, she invited me to that too.
Yeah.
Shout out Jara.
I don't know yet. I asked her when and she didn't reply. But it's okay because I didn't reply to her for like 5 days. So.
Well, we have D&D Tuesday. Don't forget that.
I didn't know that.
Jorkins.
Okay, well, Jordan's
Return of
coming back.
Your
Yeah.
Dworkins.
I thought that was Monday.
No, that was just because
that was because the Knicks.
Yeah, the Knicks and my schedule.
Well, I can only do every other Tuesday. Well, we'll talk about it later.
Okay. But yeah, the second time that stuck out to me because I was like, yeah, does he have like, is this just like one guy that makes these one wish willows? And
Yeah.
like,
It's just a Gladys back there.
yeah, like, is it like a Gladys guy that's just like, yeah, just like and like, clearly it just goes to this guy when you call the tabby or whatever it is. Again, cat on the box. It's like
Tabby cat.
tabby something. Yeah, I mean, what do you think?
So when I initially watched it, I didn't really think that he was with her, but I thought that like obviously there's something supernatural going on, and when I say that I don't mean like ghosts and ghouls. I just mean like something
Yeah, something witchy.
something that supersedes the natural.
Yes.
And so I thought that maybe it was like a live feed of just her voice, not her soul, or just like I'm saying the body. It could be Wish Nikki or it could be regular Nikki, whatever's coming out of her physical mouth. That he's just able to hear that all the time. That's what I thought it was. So I thought she was standing in the house just screaming alone.
Yeah, maybe.
That was my initial thought. But then after it became more apparent that there seemed to be some struggle of consciousness, that's when I was like, yeah, maybe she is just like trapped in some hellscape.
Some like orb.
Yeah.
Something. Because I mean, when, towards the end of the movie, when he goes to, so we should the way the bear is fucking explaining this to Ian, I'm like, dude, you sound like, I don't know, like, obviously this is like a crazy supernatural scenario. Like, how do you explain this to your friend? There's gotta be some kind of way. Like, I feel like if I went, I would like sit down with you and talk, but obviously that, it's a movie.
Yeah.
You don't
have to believe me. I'm just saying, like you don't have to believe me. Just say,
hey, all this weird shit that you were talking about?
Yeah.
I did this thing. This is starting to happen. You have to believe me. I need you to just say this and break.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, anything can happen? $1 billion. And then money just starts falling from the sky like that. That was awesome.
That was really funny.
So funny. And then he just gets domed. But yeah, and then I just want to point out the very last scene. I mean, there's more that we could get into with this movie. I think the other big scene is the party scene where she does that like weird like incest poem thing.
Oh yeah. And she
awesome. But yeah, the very end when he pops all those pillies and then she uses the one wish that's in his backpack to wish that bear was obsessed with her. And then I think that I forget what the original ending was, but I think they were like both supposed to die or something.
Yeah.
And then I want to say Inde Navarrette had the idea that they're like, well, we should just do one where she survives. Like she snaps out of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty
like,
sure that was her idea.
And that was just one take. And they're like, that's the one that we're going to end the movie with, which is just like horrifying.
Awful. And she's going to jail.
Yeah.
Or like the nutty house.
Yeah. Just like so fucked up.
Yeah, dude.
Talk about the bleak ending to a movie.
That's pretty bleak. Man, I wanted
Bear,
everything
dude.
to be okay so bad. We can't get into something else. The supporting actors were really great too.
Yeah. Megan Lawless.
Dude, one of the most
Incredible.
beautiful people I've ever seen.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved her.
I wanted her to come back to life so bad.
Yeah, I love there's just like genuinely like everything about this movie is just it's just lovable.
Which is a great segue.
They just put all of their obsessy into it. I'm sorry that I just said that on camera.
That was pretty gross. I might have to bleep that out. Yeah. But that's everything you said was lovable, which is a great segue into your rating.
Right. My rating is I'm at 4.5 with a big old heart. I can definitely see this as like a 5 stars if I watch it again. I think I just need time I think I need maybe time for like the hype of it to die down, which I think the hype it's worthy of all the hype. But I don't know. I watched it. I gave it 4.5 the first time. I thought it was awesome. I couldn't really pinpoint what is missing to make it 5, what I would retcon.
Hey,
And again, on the second time through, even though like I did love it more, there's just something where I was like, I'm not going to give this 5 just yet, but I can see it. Maria's at 5. Numbers, what are you at? Are you at 5?
5 bags.
5 bags, 4.5
Can I
bags.
read my letterbox review?
sure.
It just says, wow.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I am also at 4.5. I could see it going to 5 again. It's like same thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just the fact that my gut didn't say 5 makes me think it's not a 5. Like after Hamlet, I was like, that's 5 stars.
That's 5.
You know what I mean? It just didn't have that. After Interstellar,
A lot of my
5,
friends
you know.
have this at 5.
But, you know, reasonable. I get it.
My friends rating is, you can average out your friends rating too. I didn't know if you could do that. If you just tap the little people icon, it does all the ratings from this has 2.39 mil logs, 1.17 million reviews.
It's a lot.
And it's on the Letterboxd top 500 narratives. They have a top 500 movies list, or highest rated, I think. It's at 485. My friend's rating is at 4.2, averaging out all my friends. But Maria's at 5, Isaac at 5, my friend Tate at 5. It's just crazy. It feels nice, you know. Jasher's at 5. Shout out Jasher.
Shout out Jasher.
Where's
my
Betsy?
boy Jasher.
Oh, shout out Betsy.
Shout out
What are we
Betsy.
doing?
Where's Betsy at? What'd she give this? I have a lot of friends on Letterboxd, dude.
Dead air.
Well, why don't you talk, dude? I'm just looking.
You
for
start a
facts.
sentence and
Shout
I'm
out
listening.
Georgia gave it 5. Jasher 5.
Anton's at
Maria,
4.5.
Shout out Maya. Shout out Gavin. Anton 4.5. Shout out Ryan. No review or no star rating, but he loved it. Goob Scrump Diddlyumptious gave it 5.
That's Gavin.
Shout out my mutual Kirby gave it 5.
Corner's at 5.
Corner gave it 5.
Yeah.
And then shout out my sister Gabby and our friend Emma and the watch list. Watch it.
Wow.
Watch it June 30th on digital.
All right. Well,
Wait, I want to find Betsy.
Oh, my.
Betsy's at 4.5.
Classic Betsy.
classic.
Betsy's review.
Betsy.
I don't say this lightly. I haven't felt this way about a horror film since the first time I saw Hereditary. Wow, might be 5 stars on a rewatch. Just wow.
That's a reasonable, yeah.
So yeah, Obsession. Go see it. Awesome movie. Let's hope that Curry doesn't get lost in his sauce. I don't think he will. I think he seems like a guy that really loves movies and making them with his friends. And I love that his second film is another new original story that he's going to be acting in, which is fun. I think he said for the longest time that he was tossing around the idea in the script that he was going to be Bear for Obsession, because he acts in all of his short films. If anyone hasn't checked out his stuff, but I'm glad that he didn't. He said that his reason behind that was just like looking at the other contemporaries like Kreger and Jordan Peele and whatnot. And he's like, when they came out on the scene, like, yeah, they were doing similar shit to what I was doing, this skit comedy. But when they come out and they make their horror movie, they're like, I want to see what I can do just as a director, not as like an actor. So Curry the Sauce Barker.
Charlie Kirky.
Charlie Kirky.
I just popped a perky.
Dude, shout out Ronnie from Love Island.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for tuning in.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Episode 19 of Retconnd Podcast. This is the great return.
The great.
We've been itching for it.
Bang.
And tune in next week for our episode on Backrooms, which we're going to record right now.
Yeah.
Episode 20 next week.
Yeah. Bang.